Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to replace the Serpentine belt on your 2006 Honda Civic. So I also have some information on Honda's Technical Service Bulletins and stuff like that after the tutorial, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. So the first thing you want to do is take off the two clips that hold the passenger side, this piece in on the passenger side wheel well, so you can get to where the actual belt is. So also make sure you have clips around too, because you're probably going to break them like that first one, so I just broke that one. I'll have a link in the description for extra clips if you want. So once you get that out, peel that off and you can see the belt. And I also took the one clip under the fender well as well, so you can get to the AC condenser a little bit easier. So it's just right here. Once you do that, then you can peel the belt off. So here's the belt, the layout. This is, when I checked, this is the old layout of the belt, and I'll explain that more after the tutorial. So what you want to do is take your 19mm open wrench and put it on the auto tensioner bolt there. And you definitely want another wrench as well for extra leverage. So I have a 17mm open wrench as well connected to my 19 so I can get it off easier. And so you have more leverage, obviously. And what you want to do is firmly and slowly turn the auto tensioner counterclockwise, and also release the tension from the belt. And then what you can do is just peel the belt off. So make sure it doesn't slip like me. And keep going, keep turning it counterclockwise, and you'll be able to peel it off just like that. Make sure your fingers aren't in the way so you don't, pinch them and stuff like that. Once you do that, you can peel the entire belt off and then put the new belt on. So I'll give you the new routing for the updated belt, so you can see how to do that. But what I had is I had a helper hold the belt from the top. That way so there's a little bit of tension, and that way I could route it the way I wanted to route it without the belt falling and stuff like that. And then once you finish the entire thing besides the alternator, then go ahead and do the same thing. Turn, put firm and slow pressure on the auto tensioner, and that'll give you enough slack to get the belt over the alternator pulley. And so once you do that, that's basically it. Let off the tensioner, and then you'll feel the tension, and you've completed the install. So now I'm going to talk about the TSBs and belt lengths and things like that, because this was kind of confusing for me. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Hope you found the video helpful, and the talk was coming right up. Hey guys, so information on the Technical Service Bulletins, or TSBs. So first off, I definitely had the old version of the belt, and so nothing was printed on the belt, but like when I looked at it, it was routed the old way. And I'm pretty sure this is the stock belt from 2006 when the car was manufactured. I have no idea because we bought the car in 2013 used, but I'm pretty sure it was the old one. So there's two TSBs that were kind of relating to this new belt, new number thing that you need. 06-059 was one of them. And it was basically, what it was saying, it was a buzzing noise. And if you're hearing that, what they said is that you'd need a new belt that's longer, which they would give you as part of the recall. But these recalls are really old, and so you can't get it under warranty for free anymore. So, if you're watching this in 2020, basically you just have to buy a new belt and change it yourself. So interesting things I found were that on the new updated version of the belt, the old part numbers were printed right on that belt. So I thought that was kind of weird. Per Bando, they're the OEM manufacturer of Honda belts. This new belt is supposed to be 85.5 inches in circumference. And so when I measured the new belt, it came out to be 41 inches for half of it. So that'd be 82 inches in circumference. Give or take, maybe I didn't measure it quite right. Maybe it's 83 or 84, but it's still not even close to 85.5. And also, as you can see, when I took the old belt off, I compared it to the new belt, and it's the same length. So that's kind of weird. I don't know why they, came up with all this fuss to make it like all these, oh, we're going to give you a new part number and all that stuff. And here's the updated belt that's supposed to be longer for the new route, the new routing method you're supposed to do for the newer belt. Not sure why they did that. The second TSB is 09-007. And so basically this was kind of more, the one that concerned me a little bit more was basically that the way that the belt was routed, the old method, it put strain on the auto tensioner pivot bolt. and that's why the belt needed to be rerouted. And that's why I actually thought that, like the other TSB said, the belt was longer because of the different routing, the different routing method it was going. I didn't need to actually change the pivot bolt. In the bulletin, it actually said it's a pretty rare, and so I didn't bother to change it because it wasn't making any noise. It seemed fine to me, so I just basically got a new belt because it was time for this car. It has 150,000 miles on it, and so it was time to get a new belt. So I just got the updated belt and I routed it the new way to not put that tension on the pivot bolt. But in this video, I'll just leave the how-to on how to change the pivot bolt if you want. Just the service bulletin, how they tell you how to do it. There are plenty of, other videos out there where you can watch it if you want more detailed information. But anyway, I just thought that the belt lengths and all these different part numbers were kind of confusing since they put it out on the TSB. And because of that, I just found it hard to figure out if I should go with the Bando quote-unquote aftermarket part or if I should just go with the genuine Honda part. The reason being is that the genuine Honda part is like over twice as much as the Bando part. And like I said before, Bando makes Honda's genuine parts, so it's basically the same part. It's basically the same thing. But then again, I was just worried that even though the Bando part is Honda's OEM manufacturer, they do make their own parts, and so I was worried that the length might not fit. But then obviously, since I did a little, I check on it, the parts are the same length, the old part and the new part, so it shouldn't really make a difference at all. So I'm going to try and clear this up as much as I can, and basically it looks like all they really did was change the part numbers. So if you want to be safe, go ahead and get the genuine Honda part number, because that's pretty much your guaranteed way that it's going to fit. But if you want to get the Bando part that's cheaper, I do think that it will be the same thing and you won't have to worry about it. Again, I have those part numbers and all the part numbers in the description, and links as well, so you can just click right to it and buy the part that you want. If you were to get another aftermarket version like Gates, that company, or some other belt, you should be okay with whatever part number they give you that's supposed to be for the 2006 to 2011 Honda Civic. Or what you could do as well is you could just take the belt off, go down to your local auto parts store and find the correct size belt that's the same length. The only thing I don't like about that is obviously that you take the belt off, you go down to the auto parts store and they don't have the part, then you have to do your install twice. So not the best option, but it is an option if you don't want to deal with, all these lengths and stuff like that. Or again, what you could do is just buy the genuine Honda part, don't worry about it, and you install it and you'll know it'll fit because it is from Honda and it is the updated part number. So hope you found that information helpful. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.